Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining me and welcome back to my gastric sleeve journey. Today is my 1 week pre-op update. I went to the doctor earlier today and found out that I have lost 16 pounds so far on just that 1 week clear liquid diet. When you add that to the 20 pounds that I lost on the 2 week pre op, that means I'm down 36 pounds, which I am very happy with. I also was able to progress to the full liquid stage. For the first week after surgery, I was only able to have clear liquids, so chicken broth, clear protein drinks, um, flavored water, things like that. That was definitely difficult because almost everything that I could have was sweet, with the exception of the chicken broth. Everything was sweet, and I was just so over the sweetness. Um, I also had some, I guess you could say, a mental struggle going on that week because everyone that I had talked to had all told me, oh, you won't be hungry for a couple weeks, or, I didn't even want to eat anything for a few weeks, or I didn't eat anything for a month. And I remember on Wednesday or Thursday, so only about 3 days in, I was already sitting there thinking, oh, I want this, I want a burger, I want, tacos. And it really made me doubt myself and the procedure because I was thinking, okay, everyone else, they weren't hungry for so long, and here I am, 3 days in, already wanting to have, burgers and fries and tacos. What is wrong with me? Did the surgery not work well for me? Did they not take enough of my stomach? And so it really kind of just sat there in the back of my head. And every time I would get a craving, it would just come forward as, oh, you're not doing well, or you didn't do it right, or something. So that was definitely very difficult for me. And I just had to keep reminding myself, why I did this, why I'm doing this, and that everyone is different. But it was definitely a struggle for me. The doctor also told me that I had progressed onto the full liquid stage. So that's, creamy soups that can be blended and pureed to get rid of all the chunks. Um, Premier, like full protein shakes, which, are like the chocolate, the vanilla, those kind of flavors, which I'm really excited about because, yes, they're sweet, but they have like a richness or a thickness to them that I really enjoy. And so knowing that I'm done with the clear protein drinks is definitely exciting. I've also been measuring myself throughout the process, my arms, um, top of the chest, belly, thighs, things like that. And I've definitely noticed some inches, or I guess half inches, quarter inches, losses there. Even, on the, I guess you could call it the hang, um, I've lost almost an inch and a half from that already, which I'm really excited about. I lost a little over half of an inch on my thigh already, which I'm completely okay with. I've made sure that I definitely get my walking in. They say walk, 20 minutes, like 5 or 6 times a day. I was doing like 3 miles a day, just walking around. And in this Texas heat, being outside in 95, 100-degree weather is definitely tiring, but I'm making sure I keep up with the liquids. I'll even go walk with a popsicle or two, just to make sure I'm keeping hydrated while I'm walking. So I'm really excited there. Haven't really had any complications. Making sure I sip my water really slow, just so that it gives it time, to work its way into the stomach. My incisions are doing really well. The doctor did a great job, lining them up and then applying the Dermabond so that it really gives, an even, clean look there. Healing, like I said, healing really well. The Dermabond is still on there. As much as I want to like pick at it, I have to remind myself, what it's there for, and that I can't pick at it. And I'm surprised because a lot of places I read online said about 5 to 10 days after your surgery, they would start peeling. And it's been more than that, or more than the five, less than the 10. And I mean, there's really no signs of peeling. They're doing all well. So I'm really excited there. The bruising's gone down, the pain. Um, I was getting this odd, like, pain under my stomach, nowhere near any of where my incisions were. Um, and I found out that apparently, like, when they're doing the surgery and they kind of move things around, that's just it settling back into place. So that was good to know that there was nothing wrong there. I did ask the doctor about a compression garment because my concern isn't the stretch marks, but it's as I lose weight in the stomach, that excess skin hanging, and then that causing more stretch marks. And so, I want to do whatever I can now to be proactive to prevent, more stretch marks. And he said, to keep drinking the water. But yeah, I could wear a compression garment. It wasn't a requirement, but if it was something I wanted to wear, I could. So I did order me one. I also have bought some firming lotion, some like cocoa butter firming lotion that I heard from a few people had worked really well for them. So I bought that. I put that on after I get out of the shower before I lay down at night, just so that it has time to really absorb into the skin while I'm sleeping, really do its job. So I'm excited there, and it smells so good. I've smelled regular cocoa butter before, but this, it smells so good. It's like, I don't even know. It's like a candy or like a cake batter. I don't even know, but it smells so good. I was smelling it as I was putting on, like, could I eat this? But of course, I didn't eat it. Um, One of the things that I've really started doing now that I can have the full liquids is making shakes. And so I'll take, one of my protein drinks and I'll dump it into the blender. I'll put in, oddly enough, some um, flavored, like, sugar-free popsicles. So put like a fruit punch or like an orange or something in that, and put a little bit of Greek yogurt. I blended it up the other day, and it tasted like cake batter. It was so good. Um, I had to remind myself to drink it slowly because it just smelled so good and it tasted so good. So that's definitely something I'm going to be doing to ensure that I get enough protein, because I figure with the Greek yogurt and the protein shake, I mean, that's like 40 grams of protein just in one drink, which is perfect for what I need to be getting in. I need to get, I think, 80 grams, 90 grams of protein a day. So, I mean, one drink is half of that. So, I'm really excited there. But yeah, things are moving along. I did put on a pair of shorts that I hadn't worn in about 2 years. They were a little tight. It was difficult. I'm not going to say difficult. It was they the button didn't exactly match up to button it, but I was able to, kind of suck in a little bit more and breathe in, and yes, it was tight, but it did reaffirm that I am losing weight. Because in the past I tried to put those on and I couldn't even get the button anywhere near that. So that's exciting there, just, seeing it. I had friends visit Monday, and they even complimented and commented on how well I'm looking, that they can notice the difference. And I don't notice it yet physically, but I think that's because when you see yourself every day, you don't see that transformation, because it's not like one day you're this weight, the next day you're, significantly smaller. It's, a gradual thing when you see yourself every day. But people that haven't seen me in a week or so, them really noticing the difference is a positive sign. But yeah, I'm really happy with the 36 pounds that I'm down. I'm excited that I'm on the full liquids. One of the treats that I did treat myself to was chili, the, like, burger place. They have a chicken enchilada soup, and I got the soup without the tortilla strips and the cheese. And I came home and I put the soup with the chunks of chicken in the blender. I put in about a cup of chicken broth to thin it out, and I blended it all up, and it was so good. I poured it into a cup, so that I could kind of just sit there and hold it and, drink it and eat it at the same time. And that was really good. It was definitely that flavor that I'd been missing on the week prior. So I'm trying to find little like tips and food hacks. I've got so much cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream of potato, and tomato soup. So I can use those as all bases for other soups or other things that I want to try. So prepare there. I get to have my Jello and my pudding. I've been missing my sugar-free pudding. I bought applesauce because I can have sugar-free applesauce. So really having more options this next week is going to be so beneficial because when you're restricted to chicken broth or water, really doesn't leave a lot of room for you know, drive to do this. It was, "Ugh, I'm so tired of this. I don't want this anymore." And I even found myself probably about 5 days into it, 6 days into it, really not even getting my water in that I needed because I was just so over it. But now that, I have the protein drinks and, the waters, the soups, all these different other options that I can get liquid in, I haven't had any problem. I've been sipping on water all day. So thank y'all so much for joining me on this journey. I will check back in with y'all next week to let you know how week 2 went. And I did ask the doctor when I could have refried beans, and he said a couple more weeks because I just want the silky, delicious goodness of the refried beans. But I got a couple more weeks on that. As much as I want to have them now, I know in the long run, this is all going to be worth it. So I just got to, continue to stay strong. But again, thank y'all so much for joining me. I will see you all back here next week. And y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye bye.